We'll try the microphone here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to be here with all of you on this beautiful day. I believe I know most of you, but for those of you that don't know me that well, I'm Russell Sherwood. I'm the president judge. I'm your judge for Wyoming and Sullivan counties, and I've been your president judge for the last 10 years. As a background, my life has been dedicated to service to our community. And this started with me back as an Eagle Scout back in 1980. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. I served for 12 years as a magisterial district judge in Factoryville, and of course the last 10 as your county judge. I truly love our county, and I truly love the United States. And I know you haven't seen me in 10 years. Well, why is that? It's because as an unbiased member of the judiciary and by our rules, I'm unable to be politically active or go to any meetings, except for the year that we're running. So it is a pleasure this year to be out and to see all of you, and I'm truly enjoying the process. Over the last 10 years, I've presided over 20,000 cases, and I'm your only judge, so I do everything: civil, criminal, custody, everything that comes through. My ultimate goal as a judge is and continues to be to protect our community. We have a wonderful community, we have a wonderful way of life, but there are constant threats that come in. First and foremost in my mind is to remove the individuals from our community that do pose a threat. I obtained what I felt was a wonderful compliment, and that is the sergeant of the state police and another trooper were transporting some individuals. And they were commenting on how all the drug dealers don't like to come into Wyoming County because they're afraid of the consequences. Best compliment I had in a very long time. And it's more than just me, of course, it's our police and everyone else, but there are consequences if you want to come here. Secondly, protecting our children and our grandchildren at any given time is extremely important. We generally run between 30 and 40 kids that have been removed from their house for different reasons, whether it's abuse, drug use by the parents, neglect. And what we do is we place those children in an environment where they're safe, they can thrive, and with the parents that are willing, we give them the tools and the education to get back on track so we can unify and unite that family and have them be strong members of our community. Thirdly, as a judge, and I know you're all aware of my focus with respect to treatment courts. Addiction is a major threat to our community, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, and whatever new substances seem to be arriving on a daily basis. In 2007, as your magistrate judge, I originated the Wyoming Sullivan County Treatment Court Program. Today, our court consists of a drug court, a DUI court, and we now have a veterans track. These courts are very important for nonviolent offenders. The treatment court program consists of 2.5 years of intensive drug and alcohol treatment, going before a judge every week, GED training, job seek, and job search. This gives those individuals the skills and the ability to be productive members of society when they graduate. If you think about it, if you go to jail and you're pulled out of your environment, you sit in prison, you do your time, you come back out, where do you go? You have no money, you go back to the same people, places, and things you were previously. And what happens then? You end up committing crimes back in the community. The treatment court model, or the specialty court model, changes that. It gets you away from all of that and gets you, when you complete 2.5 years of the program, that you're able to act on your own and you're able to support your families and be an active part of the community. When you think about it, rehab is 30 days. So think about a New Year's resolution you make. How long does the resolution last? How long does 30 days treatment last? 2.5 years of a treatment court program is truly what you need to break that chain. During my term, I focused on our courts being very accessible. If you've ever served on one of my juries, you know how hard we work to get all of our cases done and get everything through. It's also important, I feel, that the needs of our smaller communities be represented. And of course, I know I have a Philadelphia judge here today, but it's not all about Philly and Pittsburgh.
That's right. That's right.
Although they are important parts of the community. I was very privileged to be appointed by Governor Tom Wolf to the Firearm Education and Training Commission for probation and parole officers. This is the commission that determines what the standards are for counties whose officers carry weapons. All the training keeps everything consistent and protects those individuals that are out working with those on parole and probation. I just completed a 4-year term as president-elect and then president of our State Association for Treatment Court Professionals. This is over a 400-member organization that provides the training and education for all of the 120-plus specialty courts in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I also have been appointed to our Trial Judges Association on our Juvenile Court Section Committee and have a very active role in planning future rules and legislation for our juveniles. When I ran for this position back in 2009, and that was the fastest 10 years of my life, when I'm back here before you again, I was very proud to be endorsed by the Wyoming County Democratic Committee, Sullivan County Democratic Committee, and I haven't forgotten that during my term, I worked closely with both committees, and especially with respect to filling vacancies. As you're all aware, last year we lost one of our most dedicated public servants, Ron Williams. And by statute, I was the one to appoint a new commissioner to complete his term. I didn't make that pick. I had your committee, the Wyoming County Democratic Committee, make that choice. And what a great choice that was, and I very much enjoyed working with Michael Stabinsky for this last year. This is a retention election for me, and a lot of individuals ask, what is a retention election? Who's running against you and what's happening? And I understand the question because we haven't had a retention election in Wyoming County in 20 years. So the retention election is essentially, I'm on the ballot, and I'm on the back of the ballot, at the very end of the ballot. And it asks you if you would like to retain me for another 10 years as your common pleas judge. I can tell you it's been a privilege to serve all of you, and I assure you that I don't take this position lightly. It would be my honor and privilege to continue to serve you as judge of the Court of Common Pleas of the 44th Judicial District. I thank you all for your prayers, your confidence, and your support, and please vote yes for me on November 5th. Thank all of you.